Hi everybody, welcome to another video, and today I'm going to talk a bit about self-care. Specifically, self-care if you are a caregiver of some kind, because taking care of other people is one of the most difficult jobs to do, and whether that's being a parent or being an actual caregiver to somebody. Certainly as a mum, I know I typically put myself at the bottom of my priority list. And not just because we're living in strange times. I think all the time we should be trying to take care of ourselves, because then we can also be the best version of ourselves when we're taking care of others. If I've not taken care of myself particularly well, I'm impatient, I'm irritable, I'm probably a little bit gloomy, and I'm just not as nice of a person to be around. So I thought I would share with you today some of the things that I do to take care of myself, and maybe you might pick up some ideas or be inspired to spend a little bit more time on yourself during these strange times, but also all the time. It kind of goes without saying that self-care will look a little bit different for everybody, and I'm somebody who kind of thrives on productivity and feeling like they're progressing and accomplishing stuff. The other day I did a spread in my bullet journal which I titled Things That Help Me Feel Better. And by the time I finished it, I actually realized that the things I was saying, things that help me feel better, are actually self-care things. So I thought I would just run through them quickly. Gardening is one of the things that helps me feel good. Getting my fingers dirty, getting out in the fresh air, in the sun, hopefully if it's shining. Extra time spent on beauty. So occasionally, and to be honest, most days I'm just rushing around and I'm not putting on makeup, and I'm kind of just about brushing my hair and probably moisturizing and things, and things that are basically essential. But I don't always spend a lot of time on my hair or my makeup. But occasionally, if I think I've got a bit of time, I might just doll myself up a bit, even though I have nowhere to go. It just feels nice. So yoga, or basically any kind of movement, but yoga is probably my preferred method. I just like the feel of being in tune with my breath and kind of just stretching it out and feeling everything loosen up, and also just kind of coming back to center. A good shower. If I'm feeling kind of low, kind of gloomy, then I will probably find time for a nice shower. Or a bath, maybe. It doesn't have to be a bubble bath for me. I can actually just enjoy the process of getting clean, or shaving, for example. Can make me feel a little bit more spiffy. Don't think I've ever used the word spiffy before, but okay, let's go with it. Learning is something that I really enjoy. So I like listening to podcasts. I like looking at YouTube videos that are instructional or lifestyle or whatever. I like looking at Skillshare, which is something you have to pay for, but I think it's well worth it. And there you can learn about everything from business and entrepreneurship to creativity, and learning how to paint adorable little watercolor French desserts, as I once did. Alone time is a big one for me. I am a massive introvert, and I need time on my own in order to feel like I'm okay. Because I kind of go a little bit insane if I don't have time on my own. If I constantly have mama, and then John trying to talk to me about finances or something, or just noise, noise of the TV or the kids or the washing machine or something, I find myself spiraling downwards pretty quickly. So that is a huge one for me. I need daily alone time at some point. Even if it's just an hour, I will feel so refreshed just having that time to do my thing. And then cleaning and tidying. Now this might not be a priority for everybody, but I like to live in a tidy house, and I like to live in a clean house. So cleaning and tidying and organizing and decluttering are actually things that really help me feel on top of my game again, and yeah, they make me happy. It's fair to say that my house is not perfect, and I'm never in the mood for showing my house off as it not really is. I like to be authentic, and yeah, my house is messy, but I do try and keep a handle on it. And yes, it would be very different if I was single and childless, but I'm not, so I have to make a compromise somewhere. So those are some of the things that I do to take care of myself, and those are things that I might be that maybe I don't get to do them every day, but they are things that can help me when I'm in a bit of a funk. The things that I do for myself on a daily basis are much smaller, but they add up to a lot. Getting up early, or getting up just a tiny bit earlier than the boys is great for me. I feel like I am starting my day with the way that I mean to get up to go on. What used to happen up until very recently is that I would get up and I would immediately deal with the boys, and I wouldn't get myself dressed, fed, washed until much later, and sometimes that would just really make me feel grumpy. So getting up, getting on with the day, and putting myself first has been a great way for me to take care of myself. Drinking water first thing and taking your vitamins. Now, you don't have to take your vitamins first thing in the morning if you don't want to, but obviously taking vitamins and drinking water is a really just like a good baseline for taking care of your physical health. I take a few different things, and I'm going to do another video in the future about the kind of things that I take and why, but I do try and hydrate first thing, and it might not be water, it might be like a slice of lemon in some hot water with some maple syrup. We call that a hot lemon and maple in our house, and that is something that I like to start the day with because it's just nice and refreshing. I try and have a breakfast that I enjoy. So sometimes, I'm a toast girl, so I will have toast every morning, but it will be homemade bread toast most of the time, and it'll either be Marmite on toast with vegan spread, or it'll be peanut butter, salted peanut butter on toast, and that is my favorite breakfast right now. Just taking the time to just enjoy the food that you eat, rather than just like always snacking on the kids' leftovers or whatever you can find just to like put in your mouth, try and have something that you enjoy, that you look forward to eating, and it makes a big difference. I've already mentioned time alone in the morning, but having that time is wonderful when it happens, and I'd like for it to happen more often. I'm sensing a huge lifestyle shift if that is to be the case though. A sweet treat in the afternoon is something that I really like to look forward to. I'll have a cup of tea and a square of chocolate usually, unless there's something else going, like a flapjack or cake. Take a nap. Some days I just need a nap, and allowing yourself that time to rest when you are so busy, mama. You gotta be kind to yourself, and you've got to give yourself time to rest. You know what? Maybe some things can wait. Maybe you don't need to do the dishes right now. Maybe you could spend half an hour just relaxing and maybe taking a nap. Getting ready for bed early. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean going to bed early, but I do like to feel ready for bed earlier in the day. I don't like leaving it until I'm really tired and I get to the bathroom at midnight and I'm like, oh, all I can be bothered to do is brush my teeth. If I take the time to get ready for bed early, I feel way more prepared and just nicer. I feel like I've taken some time for myself. I've brushed my hair, I've cleansed and I've moisturized and I've got into my PJs. And, just those kind of things really helps me feel like I'm doing a good job of looking after myself. Main takeaways from this video will be: take small amounts of time throughout the day for yourself and prioritize you as much as you can, as much as is reasonable as to do, and just don't apologize for it, because you are important and the job that you do is important, and you can't do your job well if you are run down and you're not taking care of yourself. Nourish your body as much as you can. Water and vitamins are a good start. Don't beat yourself up about not eating kale salad 3 times a day. Rest when you need to and when you can. Sometimes self-care can be about Netflix and bubble baths and pizza, and that sounds amazing, but also self-care can be about parenting yourself. Using a little bit of discipline to put yourself to bed early, plan your meals for the week, and instead of staying up late watching TV, maybe you should go to bed early and read a book. Just saying. Tell me what your self-care strategies are, and if you enjoyed this video, that's great. Make sure you like and subscribe, and you can hit the bell notification if you want to receive more updates when I do videos. I am now planning to do them, watch it folks, I'm committing, I am now planning to do them every Monday. There'll be a new video from me. I'm getting back into YouTube. It's going to happen. It has to happen. So hopefully you'll see a lot more of me over the coming months. Stay safe, guys, social distancing, and we'll get through this. Bye.